I wouldn't for one moment suggest that the more populist movements, including Reform or others, have a carefully crafted and perfectly costed manifesto. But I think the reason that people are enthused by them is they're at least willing to identify the problem, which is we're not growing the economy, we are using mass migration to pretend that we are, and we've got all these other structural problems.
Like migration grows an economy. It just does. Labor is an input to your economy. Growing your labor grows your economy. It just does. You can say that you're not growing it in the correct way, or that there is a certain sector that you want to have more attention paid to it. But when you say labor doesn't grow your economy, it's just one of the dumbest possible fucking statements that you can. It doesn't. That beggars so much more explanation. Like, imagine you go to your boss and you're like, listen, I need a raise, bro. I can't afford my shit. And the guy's like, me paying you more money isn't going to mean that you have more money. Like that. What? Wait, what do you mean? Wait, excuse me?
Problem, which is we're not growing the economy, we are using mass migration to pretend that we are, and we've got all these other structural problems that we're completely unwilling to address.
I've heard this, but this is like, I haven't dug into this, so I wouldn't say this with any level of confidence, but I've heard that Japan has a huge issue with a highly aging population that is very top heavy. I don't know how true that is or not, though. Japan demographics by age. I do know that another issue that Japan has, though, is they also, I believe, they heavily restrict immigration. Statista, yes. What do these normally look like? U.S. demographics by age. Jeez, damn, look at that big old, look at this. Look at that. Oof, look at that. Looking a little thin there. Looking a little thin there. Look at how meaty and big our working population is. Hell the fuck yeah. Is there no threshold of manageable burden of older gens that allows an appropriate birth rate to replace workers? It seems like the need for migration is only going to grow and grow as they get older. Well, I think we need to find a way to limit spending on old people. I think right now it's probably a little bit ridiculous, and they're living longer. So you either have to extend the retirement age, which obviously nobody likes the idea of that, or you have to we need to bring the death panels on and say, grandma and grandpa don't get the hip replacement when they're 95 years old anymore.